We are at Raymond Elementary, man. Raymond. Raymond Elementary was one of those low-key, quiet schools. We get ready to take another tour. We on Rock Creek Church Road, aka Spring Road, another DC staple. I went to Raymond 1 year in elementary, I think elementary. And during that time, Raymond, going to Raymond, you had some of the neighborhood young men coming up who you was familiar with. Let's see who went to summer school that year. I believe it was Duke. It was Rashad by way of 7th and Taylor. But man, look, we are on Spring Road. These are one of the quietest low-key blocks, man. Like I said, man, things have changed. When you're talking about Spring Road, you are talking about Applejack. If you know, you know, man. These was one of those streets that when the lights go off, it was a block, man, that you can come through a nice crap game. It was just full of fun. Everyone respected one another. They changed a lot, man. And some notable people right now, man. Young lady and myself went to school together. Right here on this block. We are right here on this block, man. It was quiet during the day, but at night, you can ride past here and a lot of people. You can actually run into a lot of people, man. App, Sister Wendy, everyone used to be on this very corner right here, right? If you know, you know, man. Like I said, man, DC have so many untold stories. You would be all day long trying to tell a story. But if you're getting stories from third parties, you will be even longer, because if you wasn't there, you just wasn't there. No YouTube, no social media. You just had to be there. You just had to be there. You had to be there to know Steve Francis and Greg Jones played one-on-one for $50,000. You just had to be there, or you just had to be in that circle, right? You just had to be there. If you are one of those ones who get third-party stories and you got to call around, that means that you just wasn't in the loop, man. I remember being a child on a Friday, just walking. This was my favorite house right here, 3608. This was my favorite house right here. And I used to walk from New Hampshire Avenue all the way to 11th and Lamont Street, and it's not a far walk. But like I say, man, during that time, it was the fun days, man. You had a couple of hundreds in your pocket, as a teenager, man. And over here, I think my buddy Black, he lived across the street, man. Black, 14th Street, 3500 block, right? But this is Spring Road, man, Rock Creek Church Road, and all of these corridors, man, you're not too far. You're not too far from one another. And, everybody got along, man, and it was just a beautiful time, man. So with that being said, more rich DC history, live from Northwest Washington, DC.